Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna be fixing the thumb throttle on my e-scooter. So as you can see, when I push the throttle to the bottom it will stop accelerating. So this is full speed, and if I accelerate more it slows down. So that's a bit of a problem. So my initial thought was to replace it with a cheap thumb throttle from AliExpress, which cost me €5. But the problem is that, first of all, the spring didn't work, so I had to open it and put the spring in the correct position, which I've also heard a lot of other people have had the same problem when buying these. And then the pinout wasn't the same, so I had to switch the green and the red wire, which was the speed signal and the 5V positive. So that was the green and the red one, so I had to cross them. But then the biggest problem of them all was that the dead zone isn't really correct, so I get the 7E fault code when the throttle is less engaged than about here. So it has to move a lot, and I can't really do much about that. Or I could print a little piece to put here, but then I might as well put the piece on the old throttle, because as I will show you, the problem on the old one isn't that big. So as you can see, it has worn off from the original throttle. So the problem is when it reaches past that point, it doesn't know what to do. So yeah, this is full throttle, and if I push it past that, it will slow down. I think that's pretty clean now. So now I need to turn it on again, because I need to measure where to put the stopper. So I'm gonna do first gear. It can be pretty high. Yeah, it can be like here and still give full throttle. But I think that's enough about there. I hope this works, because otherwise I will have to buy the original thumb throttle, which is €60 plus €15 in shipping, and I don't really want to do that. So I don't know if I can get this on camera, but I'm gonna put glue on the part. I think that should be enough. And then close the lid before it starts to dry. So like I said, it should be good around there. Now I just hope it has contact. Now I just need to let it dry, and then I can try it. Let's hope it has cured now. It has. And now it works. So now I just need to move the throttle down, and then I was gonna tighten the screw, but that's gonna be hard. So I'm gonna continue the video on the weekend when I'm outside in nice weather, hopefully, and trying it out. I need to ride it for a bit to make sure that it holds. It has cured for like 15 minutes now, and it already holds enough, so it should hold. As you probably can tell, I'm also trying out the Osmo FOV boost lens, and I've tried it a bit before, and it looks like it's a better angle than before. The only bad thing is that I can't use the ND filters, so it will just have to look like it does out of the camera without any motion blur. And I've also noticed that I put the stopper for the throttle a bit too high, so if I like let go of the throttle even a little bit, it slows down. So I should actually activate the cruise control, even though I don't like it, but I think it would be smoother. And most of the time I already have full throttle anyway, so it should work with the cruise control. At least the weather is nice today, like I hoped for. And it's 21 degrees also, so really warm. A bit too warm for me actually. I prefer it to be like max 15. And the views here are pretty nice. And here they are planting strawberries. A lot of strawberries. I hope I remember which way to go, because I haven't actually done this route this way before. But it should be here. I like that the speed limit is 30 and I'm in the 30 mode, so, or second gear. But this looks familiar, so I think I went the right way. So on these gravel roads it would actually be nice to have the cruise control. Because of the bumps I can't really push it all the way. And if you can tell, I'm a bit sick as well. I have a cold, but it's a special one. I don't really feel anything, but you can hear it, and my throat was sore the first 2 days, and then my nose started to get stuffed, but I haven't had any more symptoms than that, just a bit tired. I like these pine tree forests and the sand dunes, or whatever you call it. It's all, the ground here is all sand. It looks pretty nice. It looks a bit dry now though, because it hasn't rained enough. And now my throat is starting to get dry and I don't have any drinks with me, so. But I also like that the gravel roads here are pretty flat. As you can see, they're in pretty good shape. Not a lot of potholes, and it's like packed, or whatever you call it. A bit of hills as well, but that's not really a problem with this scooter. Some traffic here as well. This feels a bit like a washing board. These bits. But I'll try not to hit them. I just did it on purpose to show it on camera. Now I'm not sure which way to turn, but I think it's right. I have to read what it says on the sign, because I know the names of the roads. Yeah, just keep right. And I hope I haven't lost my mic now, because it's just clipped to the chin mount on my helmet. The straps that are inside the helmet, but it has held before, so I hope it still holds. So far this road has felt shorter than it should be. I have to slow down a bit in the turns to make sure that there's no loose gravel, because that wouldn't be that nice. Oh, there was a bit of a hole, and it was in the shadow, so I couldn't see it. I haven't really tried the microphone on these gravel roads either, so I don't know if it holds. But it's nice with some shadow areas as well, so I can cool down. This house looks abandoned, and it was also a nice house, so that's sad. There was a bit of holes and a pretty tight turn, so I had to slow down a bit. Now I know at least that I'm on the right road. This was a bit of a hill. As you can hear, the motor is using all the power it can. Every little watt. That should have been the last steep uphill though. Now I can't let go of the throttle because it's downhill, and I hope there's no holes here now, because that could end badly. And I also hope you can't hear the wind that much. I'm trying the other dead cat, or whatever you call it, on the microphone right now, because I read somewhere that the grey one should be better for outdoor use and the black one is for indoor use, but then some other sites said that it's just a color difference and nothing else, but the grey one feels thicker, so I think it might be, because last time I used the mic you could hear the wind pretty good, and that's not good. But yeah, I think it's time to end the video soon. The stopper I made has worked. I've ridden 10 kilometers now, so like 11, because this shows a bit less than it actually is. So yeah, it has worked this far, and I think it will keep working. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.